If you are preparing for IELTS exam and you go through a lot of mock tests and you end up getting the same scores again and again, then this video is for you. Giving mock test again and again will not enhance your ability. It will give you a lot of practice of giving the test, and practice of course will give you some benefits, but you need to enhance your ability of English. Most people get lower band not because of their bad English, because at the time of giving the test, they make a simple, silly mistakes. For example, let's take the example of reading task. You will be given 3 different articles to read, and then you need to answer the question related to that article. And usually people take a lot of time in reading those articles, and then they go for a question. More time in reading the articles means less time in answering the questions. And if you I talk to many candidates after their tests, and they say that they missed a few questions because of the time constant. So the idea is how to practice for that kind of time management. You can read all 3 articles. If you want to read, it will take 20 minutes. If you want to read, it will take 10 minutes. It all depends on how you set your target for. And for that, you need to practice it. There are some methods, some techniques to learn how to read it quickly. And then you need to go through the questions. Many people have these questions like, shall I read the questions first, or shall I go for just reading the articles first? You need to read the questions first, and you need to go through the article later. And after that, you need to come back to the question and answer those questions related to the article. But the thing is, at the time of reading article, what do I need to do? I need to be careful about those keywords which are found in the questions, and all we have to do it very quickly because we don't have much time at the time of IELTS test. This is about the reading one. And let's come to the writing part. In writing part, there are 2 segments. The first part is called task 1. In that you will be given a graph, or you will be given a diagram which you need to look at it, and then you need to explain that diagram or graph in 150 words. At the time of writing, most people start thinking about the graph, about the diagram, and they just write sentences. And what happens, that sentences don't become integrated with each other. They are usually different sentences. So you need to practice learning that how to integrate those sentences, how to connect them together to make a natural story. And similarly, the other part of the writing test, which is like 250 words you need to write, you need to remember that the examiner is not looking for your knowledge. Examiner is looking for your creativity, looking for your communication skill. So the more you communicate through your writing skills, the more marks gaining it is going to become. You have to show your communication skill. In writing, your vocabulary matters. The way you are explaining, that also matters. And the more creative you are, the better it would be for you. And let's come to listening part. In listening part, what happens when you give your full focus on listening, and you are listening and accordingly you are marking the right answer in your notebook, what happens, sometimes the questions are there, you look at the questions and you are waiting for the answer to come in audio. And if you are waiting for one question, the answer to come, and suppose it is not coming, you need to look down and see the other questions as well, because sometimes the question has passed and you missed the answer, and you are still waiting for that answer, and because of that you missed 2-3 more questions. So it is not wise. The wise thing is that you need to keep listening to it, and while listening to it, you don't need to focus only on that question which you are going to answer. You need to focus on 2-3 questions below as well. So if the answer has passed, you can know that the answer has passed. You will not be waiting for that, and you will not lose many other questions afterwards, and that will really be helpful if you do so. And lastly, we will come on the speaking test. At the time of speaking test, they are going to ask you first 3-4 minutes simple questions like where are you from, what do you do, and these kind of normal questions which you need to answer in one or two or three sentences. And out of that answer, they are going to take one question which is called cue card or task card. In that card there will be one questions, and what you are going to mention, what you will mention in your answers, that will be given like 4 or 5 sentences there, and they will give you 1 minute to think about your answer, and then you can answer. What you need to be careful in answering your speaking test is uh, don't try to answer in listing method. If you have to make a list, don't make a list like, for example, I live in a city, and in that city, suppose in Delhi, there are so many universities like Jamia Millia Islamia, Jawaharlal Nehru University, Delhi University, IB University. Don't say that. It will decrease your marks. Uh, what you have to say is, I'm going to talk about Jamia Millia Islamia. It is a central university. It is located in South Delhi, and it is a full-fledged central university. And now let's talk about Jawaharlal Nehru University. This university, as you know, that it has always been in headline because of its protests, and there is voice on everything, and the students union and the political training of the students, these things are remarkable in JNU. It's basically the kind of university where most of the students learn language. And let's talk about Delhi University. It has two different campuses. On one campus, which we know it as a North Campus, and the another campus is a South Campus. So you have to say one option and then explain it. Then another option, then explain it. Then third option, then explain it. Don't go just one after another, because they are not waiting for you to list the things. They are waiting for you to communicate, to speak about the things, so they can understand your communication skills and they can judge your level of communication. For the preparation of IELTS, I don't suggest to go through a lot of mock tests. It will give you a lot of practice, but it will not enhance your English communication skills. What you need to do is, for spoken English, you need to record yourself, just like audio recording on different topics. Keep on talking and see how much you are capable enough to speak, and you need to do this practice every day. Similarly, for reading practice, you need to read one page or one article or one column every day for a month at least. And for writing skills improvement, you need to write one page every day. This will improve your writing skills gradually. And for listening skills, you need to listen to the podcast, BBC podcast, BBC World Service for at least 10 minutes every day. And this is how you can improve your all four parts. These are the few ideas I wanted to share with you at the time of IELTS test. If you focus on these things, and that will of course help you, I hope it is going to help you. And if you want these kind of videos more, please give your suggestions in the comment, and I will be happy to assist you. If you have any question related to IELTS or related to English speaking overall, please ask questions. I will be happy to help you. I will be happy to make new video on that topic. Thank you so much.